Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. So glad to be with you again. And I will see if anyone pops on. If not, I will teach a math class and you can come join it later at any time. I am thrilled to be here twice this week. I'm covering today for Elise. She couldn't teach today, so you're stuck with me twice. Sorry. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Ardeen. Happy Friday to you. If you guys didn't hear, our club's open today, and we are now open 24 hours a day, so people can choose when they want to come in. And Janet and I were in the studio yesterday, or 2 days ago. We've been cleaning and spacing everything out. We're gonna actually take a little video, so it'll be on this page later today. And you guys can kind of see what we've done. And if you guys are interested in coming back into the studio, you can reach out to me or to, I already talked with Ardeen a little bit through text. Dawn, you can reach out to me or Stacy and just see if, what you need. And we're just gonna accommodate anybody with what they would like. We have lots of cleaning protocols, lots of safety protocols. We as trainers will be wearing masks, and you guys as clients get to decide, but we have everything in the studio space well over 6 feet apart. So I won't say more about that here. We'll actually show you a video, but you can text or reach out to me with any questions. And if you're watching this on replay and you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I am gonna do, I'm not gonna use music today just because I wanna be really clear in my directions. We're gonna do a mat. And then after our mat, I just want to stretch a little bit today. That's where my body is on this Friday. So if you have tight hamstrings, and like we'll be doing some, hamstring stretching, if a little towel would feel better to you to hold when we do our stretches at the end of class, please feel free to run and grab a little hand towel. If not, by the end of class, you might be really stretched out and ready to go. Good morning, Lisa and Diane. So glad all of you are here. It so helps to have a screen, knowing that someone's on the other side of the screen to teach to. So let's get started. I love to start with a standing warm-up. It just helps me kind of find my body in space. And as we talk about hugging the midline of the legs, we're talking about pressing the heels together and pressing the four corners of the feet down. Most of you have done Pilates so much, you guys know what we're talking about in these principles. But remember, our primary powerhouse, our abdominals, our first thing we really want to work on is abdominals in and up. So as you stand here, try to lengthen through your spine and just think at the base and the pelvis area. You're going to pull those abdominals in and stabilize the pelvis. And then of course our second cue that we often use is hugging the midline of the legs, the fingers, of the arms. So I want you to press your heels into each other and into the floor. Once you have those abdominals in and up and the heels driving down and into each other, so the legs are hugging the midline, we inhale, traction the neck. Just try to grow a little taller, as if I was going to measure you in a doctor's office and you were trying to get that little extra quarter of an inch. Exhale, round forward. And lifting the abdominals, pressing the head up into the hands, open the elbows slightly, keeping the shoulder blades on the back with the collarbones wide. Inhale, lift back up. If you need to soften the knees to keep the back wrinkle free, open the chest. Oh, it feels so good this morning. And again, breath in, breath out. Keep the four corners of the feet, keep the heels pressing into each other. Open the elbows a little bit to widen the collarbones and traction your neck. Inhale up. And then exhale, lift the heart to the ceiling with length and let the head gently rest on the hands. 2 times with a little flow. Inhale, and then exhale, traction the neck. Grow taller as you lift up and open up. One more time. In with the air. Feel the spine today. Just take notes. How is your spine moving? Is part of your spine tight and part of it really mobile? Let's try to lengthen and work equally through it as much as we can. We all have our spots that are tight. Side bend, press into the left foot, lift through that left armpit, and set the right shoulder blade on the back. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, keep hugging the midline of your legs by pressing the heels into each other. Open up through the rib cage. Are you tighter on one side than the other? Start to really connect to your body today. Take a deep breath out. So happy to have all of you here. Yesterday in my Synergy class, I shared movement is medicine, yes? It's where we repair and we heal. So keep moving. It's a beautiful way to let that body repair and heal. All right, from here, we're gonna do a little bit of a single leg stretch standing. So I want you to really feel the left foot, and there's my balance. How about yours first thing this morning? Try to pull the right knee into the chest. And just feel, if you can't pull on the shin, grab behind the thigh. Now I want you to really press the left foot into the floor and try to pull that knee up even higher. And then the other side, so I'll give a little side view. Keeping the lift of the body, so not falling back. Try to pull the knee in, maybe go a little far. Now if you're like, Marie, that is not happening first thing this morning, that's okay. All right, just do what you can and really work. Feel how when we call single leg stretch, the leg on the floor, that's the one you're really pressing and growing tall out of. Yes, we often focus on the leg we're pulling into the chest when we're on the mat, but we want to keep the tailbone lengthening, press the bottom foot down and lift tall. So just translate that into your mat today. One final one we're going to do standing is standing saw. Reach your right arm up and your left arm by your side. You're going to twist, keeping the hips square. Reach the left arm up, the right hand just to the knee, and saw the knee off 3 times. Think of the rib cage twisting, and then lift up, and then return to center. And we'll do a standing saw the other way. Reach that left hand to the right knee, and then twist 3. Gently turn your gaze, so you're lengthening. It's almost as if you're laying that ear towards that shoulder of the arm that's reaching down. One more time each side. So we rotate the entire spine, and we twist for 3. Pull the abdominals in 2, and 1. Press through the feet, lift tall. I like saw this way. You feel this beautiful, you can feel how the whole spine is lengthening as it rotates. And sometimes when we're seated, it's hard to get out of our lower back to feel that complete stretch. And then bring it down. All right, you guys, let's start our practice. Yes, so we'll lower to the mat and get ourselves warm and moving. So as you lower with control, center yourself on your mat. From here, we just breathe 3 deep breaths. Give yourself a good stretch in your lower back. Remember, as you progress in Pilates, you pull the abdominals in and up, but you try to lengthen the tailbone in opposition. So as you pull your knees gently in right here, could you reach your tailbone long and try to even lay it a little farther on your mat, away from the crown of your head? One more deep breath in. I want you to float the elbows wide and then open the collarbones and feel your blades of your back on the mat. Curl the head and chest up for the 100. Extend the legs either to a high, ceiling, diagonal, or lower. Let's pump. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Breathe in, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. Inhale, 2, 4, 5, exhale. As you keep breathing, inhale, hug those heels and legs strong together. Exhale, lengthen longer through those arms. Strong arms, 6 to 8 inches above your hips. Really pump. Keep breathing in. Heavy pelvis, lengthen tailbone in opposition to those abdominals pulling in and up. Last 2 breaths here. Breathe in and breathe out. Maybe lower the legs now that you've gotten a little warmer. And maybe even a little lower. Hold. Stop your pumping. Curl up just a little higher. Hold it. Go deeper. Hug stronger. Bend the knees. Rest the head. Grab behind the thighs. Let's do our half roll down. It's a beautiful way to open up the back, especially if this is your first movement of the day. Drive your heels into the mat and into each other, or if you're hip width apart, still visualize them pressing towards each other. Inhale, round back for 3, for 2, for 1. Exhale, round forward. Now as you round forward, maintain the shoulder blades on the back with wide collarbones. Inhale, round back. So yes, I'm always asking you to pull those abdominals in, but today I want you to think, can you keep wide collarbones, keep the shoulder blades plugged into the back as you round the spine forward? So that's another level, yes? Once you get strong here, we start to work on other things on the body because we can maintain that deep, deep scoop of the abdominals. And then we just demand a little more of you, always. That's what we do as instructors. Come forward 1 inch and go back. Plug the arm bones into the backbone. Curl through your spine by deepening into your abdominals. Keep the neck long. Woo! And that is work. Do you feel the plug of the shoulders? We're going to work on a little bit of that today. Pretty soon, hopefully, we'll be back on that Cadillac and we can really work our arm springs. All right, you guys, lower all the way down. Speaking of arm springs, before we do our roll-ups, we're gonna do a little arm series. So either the knees can be bent or the legs long. I want you to pretend you're on the Cadillac and your arms are directly above your shoulders. Plug those shoulders in. Now, if you're not sure what I mean by plug, I don't want the ribs to pop off when you push the shoulder blades into the shoulder into its joint. So really soften the ribs, level your pelvis, and if that's hard to do, bend your knees. Now reach your hands as if you're going to reach up to the top of the chimney. So you're reaching the shoulder blades off the mat. Now gently plug them back in. And again, 3 more times. Reach. That's shoulder blades off the back. Gently draw them on the back with wide collarbones. Now that you've seen it, keep your eyes on the ceiling. We'll do it 2 more times. Lift up. As you draw them, feel that connection. Last time. That's what we mean about the top part of our box of our body, the shoulders. We want them plugged into their joints. From here, we're going to do some up-down, just as if you were holding your arm springs or handles in your hands. You're never trying to go to the mat when you're on the Cadillac. People always think, oh, I made it, I'm there, that's what I'm trying to do. No, we're trying to stay plugged in. So it's not how far down you go, it's how plugged in you remain. So we're going to picture a nice heavy spring. I just want you to keep plugging into your shoulder and just go halfway down. Are you still plugging in? That should be work. And then plug in to come up. So again, it's not about reaching to the mat. It's about plugging in as you lower the arms a little and then plug in. So the work you should be feeling is not out at the hands. It is in the shoulder joint and in the back muscles. And then back up. So when we get back on that Cadillac, I don't want to see anybody doing this. Do you see how my shoulder collapses forward? I want to see people plugging and maybe only going 3 inches. That's beautiful with me. Now we're going to bring the arms down. Could you plug in more and do circles? Keep plugging. Keep plugging. Work on it, you guys. Even without springs, it's hard, for me anyways. And then switch direction. Just one shoulder plug easier than the other. Are you plugged equally? Is the box of your body square, your low abdominals in? And well done. Tricep presses, elbows into your side. Pretend again you have the handles in your hands, but really wide collarbones. Now everyone's elbows are going to want to fall out. Hug them in, hug them in. Do you have them? Now, plug your shoulder blade in. Only lower the hands as far as you can stay plugged. For me, that's right about there. And then I'm going to come back. If you feel the ribs lift off the mat, I want you not to go as far. Now listen to me, resist, like you're pushing against springs. You have to create the resistance. Keep the elbows on the mat and into the body. Keep your shoulder blades plugging. Oh, aren't you guys gonna be so happy to be back on those springs? 2 more, but I'm getting work here and I hope you are too. 1 more. Good, the last one we're gonna do is snow angels. Palms are gonna face your thigh and elbows are bent. We're going to open, and then you're going to hug the hands towards the thighs, and then resist it back open. Now listen, let's make some freshly squeezed grape juice this morning. I want you to, not grape juice, grapefruit juice. I want you to picture a grapefruit under your armpit, and you're going to hug that. That's what I'm hugging from, not my hands. And you're going to squeeze that grapefruit. Do you have it? I'm feeling a lot of work through my shoulders. And I hope you did too. So as we move into the roll-up, flex your feet. Yeah, I know I'm kind of out of screen. And then bring your arms to the ceiling. Now remember, you're not up already. You're plugged in. Bring the head and chest up. Inhale. Keep the shoulders plugged in as you round your spine forward. And now pulse for 3. Deepen it 2. Deepen it 1. Inhale. Press the heels into each other to hug them into the legs. And then keep those shoulder blades as you roll down. And again, inhale, curl up. Exhale. So notice that you're plugging in as you're reaching. It's your spine that is stretching forward. Inhale, roll back. Exhale. Yes, our shoulder blades will glide, but we are using muscular action to keep the box of our body. Empty the lungs as you go forward. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, keep flexing those feet and pressing the heels into the floor. 1 more here. Inhale, curl up. Are your shoulder blades connected? And then stretch your spine a little bit more, your spine a little bit more, your spine a little bit more. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, lengthen. Last 2 with a little more flow. Inhale, up. Exhale, reach. Flow does not mean fast. Inhale, roll back. Flow means continuous movement. Inhale, so just picture you're moving the entire time. Inhale, roll back, and exhale, lengthen. All right, recommit to centering. I'm falling off my little rug here. And we're gonna go right into our one leg circles. So we're gonna bend the right knee into the chest, extend the leg up. If you need the bottom knee bent, always okay. Now today, we're gonna work more on the plugging. So picture a magic circle in the palms of your hand and plug your shoulders in. Make sure you're equal, eyes on the ceiling. Flex the bottom foot, the top foot draws into the abdominals, cross over, around, accent up. And again, cross over, keep those shoulder blades gently on the back, nice wide collarbones, and keep your pelvis steady as you cross around and lift. This should be much more challenging. Your arms are not by your side. Reverse directions, open shallow, hug that imaginary magic circle or squeeze those grapefruits. That's it, but not compressive. Get a good energy, but you're not hurting your neck or your shoulders. All right, from here, bend the knee in, give it a little hug. Let's do the other side. Draw the left knee in, give it a great hug. Extend the leg up, flex the bottom foot. Let's hug that magic circle. We draw in, cross over, around, accent up. It's around, around, and up. Maintaining the box of your body. Shoulder, shoulder, hip to hip. Nothing wiggles in that box. Breathing into your back ribs. We reverse, open shallow, deep cross and lift. Keep those bony landmarks on the floor, your pelvis, your base of your ribs, your shoulder girdle, and the head. Ooh, and that is work. One more time. Bend the knee in, give it a good hug. One more roll up to come up. Inhale, curl up. Exhale, dive forward for rolling like a ball. Center yourself on your mat. Lift up. Posterior, tilt that pelvis. Float the elbows. Plug your shoulders in. Press your heels into each other. And I want you to keep a long, soft ankle, not a flexed foot. So I really want you to lift out of your back more. Look into the abdominals. Roll to the middle of your back and roll up and balance. And again, roll back. Plug those shoulders in. Roll through your spine. And again, lift through the hips and back up. 2 more times. Gazing into the center so your head is not bobbing back and forth. Could you hug something a little bit more or plug something more in? Single leg stretch. Draw one leg, stretch the other. Now we did this standing today. Remember, reach that bottom leg like you're stepping into the floor. Plug your shoulders by floating the elbows and lifting through your spine. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Inhale, change. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale, change. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Inhale, change. Hug that imaginary midline as if the opposite leg was right there. We flow. Breathe in for 2 and out for 2. And again, breathe in for 2 and out. Keep pulling in and pressing out like a bow and arrow action of the legs. We lift to the tips of the blades and float those elbows wide. Last 4 and 3. Deep exhale. Rest your head. Slide the hands down to the middle of each shin. Double leg stretch. Curl the head and chest back up. Could you lengthen your tailbone and pull the knees in more as you empty the lungs? Press your heels into each other. Inhale, reach the arms and legs away. Circle bend, exhale. Inhale, reach away, plug those shoulders in. Circle and hug. Remember your arm springs. If you have sensitive shoulders, reach the arms along the thighs. Exhale, hug strong. Inhale, reach. And now we flow. In with the air, out with the air. In with the length. Keep the length as you draw knees in. Breathe in, breathe out. Plug into the joints of the body. Femur bone into the hip, shoulders plugged. Last one, and rest your head. Right into our scissors. And our scissors are a beautiful way too to practice not lifting the pelvis up, but again, plugging the leg bone into the pelvis. So important. Curl head and chest up or keep it down. Grab behind the thigh, calf, or ankle. Pull the leg in once. Reach the opposite leg away. Hold there. Could you lengthen your tailbone more? Oh, almost push your leg in your hand and try to curl up a little higher. Now pull it in once, twice. Switch, pull, pull, switch, pull, pull, and pull. Now we flow. Pull, pull, switch, pull, pull. Pull, pull, switch, pull, pull. We're not swinging the legs. Hear the word pull, 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 pull. Use your abdominals, no more hands. Single tempo, flex your feet, pull, pull, pull. Now you're really using your abdominals and your hamstrings and your hip flexors. And 3, and 2, and 1. Draw in, we move right to lower lift. Starting to sweat. Hands can either make a pillow under the lower back or behind your neck. Curl up to the tips of your blades, extend the legs up, and I want you to hug those heels strong together. Keeping nice heavy hips, we lower, 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 and then lift up. And again, lower, 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 and lift. Lower, lower, deeper scoop. Lengthen your tailbone as you stay lifted in the chest. Lower, it's all in how you do it. And as you get better at the practice, you just find a way to get deeper into it. Now we're gonna add a little bit of a challenge. We're gonna lower here. Little pulses, 6, 5. Could you go deeper in your scoop? 4, deeper in. 3, deeper in. 2, and 1. Take a little rest. Maybe look right and left with your neck, because we have one more of our series of 5, and of course that's our crisscross. So as we draw the knees in again, maintain that length through your lower back. Curl the head and chest up, lots of energy, hands behind the head. Make sure it's palm over palm, like butterfly hands, and lift up a little higher. So from here, 6 pulses. Try to curl your spine up, and try to curl your spine, traction your neck, and lift. Keep nice heavy hips, hug those big toe knuckles and heels together. As you extend one leg, think of lifting and twisting. 3, 2, 1. Lifting and twisting. 3, 2, 1. Lifting and twisting. Think ribs, abdominals. Yes. Lift. Try not to fall on the bottom shoulder blade. That's work. And we criss. Lift, cross. Lift, criss. Lift, cross. Last 4. Lift. 3. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. Now you're going to extend both legs out as you lift. Pull one leg in. Extend both legs out as you lift. Extend one in. A little different for the brain. Lift and extend. Twist and pull. Lift and extend. Twist and pull. 4 more. Lift and extend. Twist and pull. Lift and extend. Twist and pull. Last 2. Lift and extend. Twist. One more time. Lift and extend. Ooh. Okay, we're officially warm, yes? Either rock up or plug those arms, flex those feet, and do a roll up. In with the air, out with the air. Spine stretch forward. So we're gonna just work on some lifting actions. Feet are wider than your mat, so notice how mine are off my mat. And I want you to be lifted out of your lower back. So if you need to bend the knees, drive your feet in, pull the toes in, to do that, please do. So you can see that I'm upright like against a wall. If this is where your body is, either get a bolster or really bend the knees. This is what I'm concerned with. Yes, this is my primary focus. Lift out of your sit bones. Now, we're not even gonna do spine stretch forward yet. All I want you to do is reach your arms out of joint like we did lying, and then plug them back in. And reach forward, and then plug. One more time. Reach forward. Now, some people feel like that spine's stretch forward. They just stretch their arms forward. What are we trying to stretch? Our upper and middle spine a lot, right? And there's a little in the lower lumbar. That's a lot of lift. So be careful today. It's not just the arms. It's really your spine. So inhale, grow tall. Really wrap the glutes underneath you. Feel that lift. Exhale, let your head go. And now stretch your spine forward for 3. Exhale, 2, 1. Inhale, roll back up, maintaining length through all the lower lumbar, and exhale, stay tall. Try that again. Inhale, lift, drive your heels down, sit bones down, grow taller through your backbones. Exhale, round your spine forward. Oh, feels so good. Really let that spine stretch. Inhale, lift back up. And exhale, stay tall. So I think of my arms being on a counter. I'm almost pressing down on my arms to help me grow taller. Use that opposition. We flow. Inhale, up, 2, 3. Exhale, dive forward.
2, 3. Press on that countertop as you lift. 2, 3. Exhale, dive forward. Are you lifting your back bones? Of course you are. Inhale, lift. 2, 3. Draw the abdominals in. Pull the toes in opposition of reaching back in your abdominals. So you're really keeping the toes strongly flexed. Well done, you guys. Open leg rocker. So we'll come forward, lift the legs, either bent knees or long. And I want you to hug the midline of your legs, even though they're not together. Feel that energy. Now, could you lift your back higher, keeping that tucked tail? From here, gaze into the abdominals, roll back, use the abdominals to lift up and balance. And again, so this is that shape, yeah? And again, roll back and roll up. And again, roll back and roll up. So there's your teaser practice. One more time. Plug the arms in and lift up. Bring the legs together. Bend your knees. Your feet tap. Lift back up. I'll show it from the front. Woo, maybe. Bend your knees. Toes tap inside. And then lift back up and balance. One more time. Bend your knees. Toes touch. Reach up and balance. Legs together. Roll down for corkscrew. So we're going to lie it back down. You can make that pillow under your sacrum or hands by your side. Find that shoulder girdle strong today. Heels together, toes slightly apart. Draw the legs in, circle to the right, around to the left, and back to center. Draw in to the left, around to the right. Now, keeping the shoulders stable is our really big priority here. The abdominals hold strong. Your shoulders do not lift, even though your legs are circling. Yes, and you feel those hips moving slightly maybe, but man, those shoulders are strongly anchored into the mat. From here, rock up and we go right into saw. So just like our spine stretch forward, open the arms, sweep and twist, round and reach for 3. Anchor the back hip, 2, 1, lift back up, and center. Sweep and twist, round and reach for 3, for 2, for 1, and lift it center. Twist for 3. Anchor that back hip more, and think of what we did standing. Yes, so we were standing today, and you really felt your spine rotate without your hips moving. Last time, twist 3, twist 2, twist 1, lift to center, and other side. Oh, it feels so good this morning. Sometimes just doing your practice just kind of wakes everything up and it feels so good through the spine. Speaking of waking everything up, let's do a little bit of swan. I think swan is just important to do every single day because we're around it so much, just the nature of our lives with phones and computers. So you're gonna lay all the way on your stomach and we're gonna make a pillow under the hands today, right under the forehead. Level the pelvis and the pubic bone, and I want you to kind of feel a little bit of anchoring in those hip bones, yeah? I don't want them to pop up. I want them to stay level. So as the hip bones and pubic bone are level, legs can be either apart if that feels better on your back, or together is ideal someday, right? Pull the low abdominals in, and then lift your head, your heart, and your hands. And then lengthen your spine to lower. Now let's keep thinking about the shoulders. Wide collarbones, level the pelvis, pull the abdominals in, lift. Keep thinking of that shoulder girdle today. Pull your low abdominals in more. Keep that shoulder girdle, keep that neck in line as you lower. And again, level the pelvis, lift and lengthen, and then lengthen to lower. If you want the next level of swan, bring your hands slightly in front of your shoulders, level the hips and pull the abdominals in. Lift the hands, and then with your mid-back muscles, lift your chest. Keep those low abdominals in. Hands go down, stretch and lengthen. From the strength of your mid-back, lower a little, and then I want you to hold that. Lift your hands. Press those toes in and float to the mat. One more time. Toes press in, hug your midline the best you can wherever you're at. Level the pelvis, and then lift the hands, pull the abdominals in, lift the chest. Keep your neck in line with your spine. It is part of your spine. Hands down. So don't lift your chin here in your head.
Lengthen your spine forward and maintain that alignment. Lower a little, lift the hands and hold, and float to the mat. Now I'm going to single leg kicks. Elbows under shoulders, hug the legs together. If they were apart, pull them together. Press the forearms into the mat, drag them into each other, kind of almost as if you're hugging something between your arms. If you remember those grapefruit, can you squeeze them? So I'm not collapsed in my shoulder. I'm opening my collarbones and I'm really trying to maintain the shoulder blades on the back. Legs lengthen, pubic bone anchored. Kick once, twice, switch. So your hip bones are no longer on the mat. You're pulling your abdominals in. Hug those imaginary grapefruits. Open the collarbone and pull, pull. Kick, 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 kick. Try to keep lifting the abdominals even more. Open your collarbones wider and lengthen the neck longer. Last 4 and 3, and that is work. 2, double leg kick. Turn your face cheek towards me so you can see me, and then bring your hands up to your mid-back. Elbows lower to the mat. Hug your legs strong, level the pelvis. Kick 3, 2, 1, toes to the mat. Reach long, lengthen and lift. Turn your head, lay the face down, bring the hands in, and kick 3, 2, 1. Press toes, reach the hands past the heels, open through the collarbones, lift through the spine, turn your head, lay it down simultaneously. Bring it in 3, 2, 1, and then simultaneously reach your arms and your legs at the same time as you lift and open through the heart. And then turn the head, and last time, kick 3, 2, 1. Lengthen and lift. Hold here. Open the arms out to a T. Now plug those blades into the back. Lift the heart a little farther forward. Press your toes down, and if it's available, lift your legs up. So now your toes will be a little off the mat, and reach through your legs longer. Could you lift higher? Oh, a little higher. Not from your neck by lifting your head, but by stretching out through your spine and lower down. And that should feel like a lot of work. Push back and stretch. Woohoo! So good, isn't it, you guys? So good. Extension's so important. Breathe deep. All right. Turning over for the neck pull. So the last couple classes I've had a TheraBand outside your guys' thigh. Remember that feeling? I want you to kind of remember that today. Picture an imaginary one there. Drive your heels, flex your feet. Bent knees are always okay with me, as long as you're pressing your heels in and towards each other, and then someday you'll be able to lengthen, yes? Hands, again, palm over palm, those butterfly hands behind the head. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift up. Hinge, exhale, lower into the mat. Inhale, curl right back up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift. Hinge, remember you can push your hands outside your thighs. Inhale, curl up. Exhale, so that helps you. Always okay. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift, hinge, and then lower into the mat. Again, in with the air. Out with the air. Inhale, lift, hinge. I'm making myself do them too, you guys. Lower down. One more time. In with the air. Drive those heels out with the air. Inhale, lift, hinge, and then lengthen your spine, traction your neck into the mat. Center yourself for shoulder bridge. So from here, bring the feet in, and I want you to bring your feet all the way together. Feel big toe knuckle, feel heels. And then open them 1 fist distance. That's not very much. You can put your hands between your inner thighs and kind of feel where that is. Long arms with plugged shoulders. So sometimes we like, oh, my fingertips can touch my heels, and then we're not in our joint. So I want you to open your collarbone, plug those arm bones in, try to move your feet into your fingers, not your shoulder out of joint to touch your heels. There's a big difference. I know all the tricks, you guys. My body knows how to cheat. Find your big toe knuckle, pinky toe, both sides of the heels. Ready? Pressing into the triceps, curl the tailbone to the back of the knees, lift up. Keep plugging your shoulders like those arm springs, and then try to open the chest and the hips, softening through the ribs. So I'm not popping the ribs. I'm lengthening through my back. Could you push the pelvis more towards the back of your knees? Keeping the shoulders plugged, triceps strong, lower down with control. Lengthen, that should feel lovely.
And again, we push into the feet to lift right back up, opening the front of the hips, reaching through the spine, firing the hamstring by digging your heels even more. Plug the shoulders, open the chest. There is no pressure in my neck, and I'm hoping there's not in yours. Gently lower with control. Now, what happens is our IT bands get very tight and they want to pull your knees out to the side. Keep tracking those knees with your second toe as you lift and hold. Curl a little more to the back of the knees. Now, if you want to stay here, stay. If you want more, bring the right leg up, extend it to the ceiling, kick up, up, flex the feet. Let's reach the knee to the level of the other knee. Up, up, press into the bottom foot and lift the hip as you lengthen the leg in opposition. Up, up, reach through that leg. My bottom hamstring is working so strongly. Press your arms equally, bend the knee, lower the foot, reestablish your box. Lengthen more, bend the other knee in, extend the leg up. Kick up, up, flex the foot, reach knee to knee. And again, up, up, flex and lengthen away. Keep a long neck, keep a lifted core, and then really fire that bottom hamstring. Last time, up, up, flex and lengthen. Bend the knee and lower with control.
Nice, you guys. Spine twist. Sit up nice and tall, and you're going to have legs together. So I'm going to face you for this one. If I see your heels sliding or hips sliding, if I was with you in person, I would know that your pelvis is not staying stable. So lift to the front edge of your sit bones, open the arms, inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist, twist, inhale, center. Exhale, twist, twist, inhale, grow taller. Exhale, twist with length. So grow taller every time. Twist, twist, inhale. Exhale, twist, flex your feet stronger. Inhale, exhale, twist, twist, and release. Well done, you guys. Let's do our side kick series and work our hips and glutes. If you need a little water, I'm going to grab a quick sip. Please do. So important, yes? Hydrate, hydrate. And now that we've got the whole body warmed up and ready to go, let's focus on the box of your body. Shoulders, pelvis, staying square as you lengthen out. So you're going to line up. It's important. Your elbows on the back edge, your armpit, your ribs, and your pelvis, because we want this box to stay level. And then you can lift both feet and bring them to the front corner. If you need to lay the head down, I'm fine with that, or traction it in a way that you're lengthening your neck, almost like neck pull. You should be pulling the neck long, not just letting it collapse down in your hand. It feels very different, right? And gaze forward. Lift the top leg, pull your abdominals in. Remember to maintain your natural curve, so you're not tucking the glute under. Kick front, one pulse. Press that hamstring back, lengthen, traction your neck. Kick front, front. So it should almost feel like when you're standing, when we warmed up today, and you're really lengthening your spine. Could you find that when you press the leg back and reach? Could you find that beautiful length? Kick, kick, and reach long and front. One pulse to the back. No pulse. It's kick, kick, back, stretch farther. Last one. All right, from here, top leg over the bottom leg. Resist, resist, resist. So the last couple weeks I've been doing it with the leg in line with the mat. Today we're over the bottom leg. And see if you can maintain that long lumbar with your natural curve. So even though your leg is reaching a little forward, your lower back's not curving to follow that leg. Resist, resist, resist. Are you still doing a little neck pull in your neck? And are you looking forward? Now we're going to reverse it. Float it up, hug, inner thighs, up, hug, inner thighs. Underside waist is light. Get so long through that spine that your underside waist lifts. And hug, inner thighs, up, strong palm, plug your shoulder on your back. Hug, 2, 3, up, maintain the box of your body. Up, hug, one more time. All right, from here, turn the toes up, little circles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Top leg comes up and over. If you can't bring that top leg up and over, place it either on a towel or a small ball or something that's in line, level with your hip at this level. From here, we lift and lower, and lift
and lower. And again, lift and lower, lift and lower. Work that inner thigh. Yes, with length through your spine. Keep traction in your neck. Woohoo! All right, we circle to the front edge, lift to the back edge, to the front edge, lift to the back edge, to the front edge, lift to the back edge, reverse, back up and around, back up and around. 2 more. And then we're gonna do a big finish today of a bicycle, and then we're gonna add a quad stretch. So lift the top leg hip height, find your box, sweep the leg forward. Again, keep the tailbone reaching long. Bend the knee into the chest, pull your low abdominals in stronger. Pull your knee just to your knee. Yep, so keep that in line and pull in stronger. Can you pull your heel to your glute tighter and then reach your leg back without unfolding your leg? Your hamstring should be almost cramping. Extend the leg long. One more time for precision. Sweep forward, pull your abdominals in, plug your leg back in. Leg stays at hip height. Pull your knee to your chest. This should not be easy. Pull your abdominals in more. Now pull the heel to the glute. Keep pulling it to the glute. Knee to knee. Keep that heel to your glute. Keep reaching back. Then extend it long. We sweep forward, knee to chest, knee to knee, reach it back, then extend long. Sweep forward, knee to chest, knee to knee, reach it back, extend it long. So feel how much the hamstring and the back body is working in your bicycle. If you sit in a bike class, you gotta pull with your hamstrings and your glutes. Yes, it's not just like I'm swinging my leg forward. It's this back hamstring and glute I want you to feel. Reverse, pull your heel to your glute. Find that hamstring glute, lengthen your neck. Knee to knee, keep pulling your abdominals in, keep your pelvis square. Knee to chest, hold, go deeper in your abdominals, keep it hip height. Don't let your leg drop as you extend it out. Sweep it back. Pull the heel to the glute. Pull the knee to the knee. Keep the leg hip height, pull your abdominals stronger, reach it long. Sweep it back, heel to glute, knee to chest, sweep it long, reach it back. Can you maintain your box even as you're working through the leg and the hip? Can you keep your abdominals strong? Of course you can. Draw them in and up. You guys are strong. Keep your shoulder blades on your back. Traction your neck, and now you get a nice quad stretch. Grab that foot, knee toward knee, so I'm not lifting or torquing. Torquing the knee. Lengthen your hip and your thigh, and then gently stretch. Woo! Those bicycles are a lot of work. So when I'm on a stationary bike, I always am working on the back of my body, pulling that pedal around, and that's how I get stronger on a bike, right? It's the same thing here. So I hope that helped today. And man, I can feel that quad stretch. How about you? All right, you guys, beats to transition to the other side, but I'll probably get up and go to the other side. You can either just listen to my voice and turn in a minute, but we're gonna lay the forehead on the hands, lift the legs up, turn the heels to each other, toes away, slight external rotation. Level your pelvis. Beat 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll to your other side. You can either listen to me or you can flip around with me. Your choice. We line up shoulder, rib, and hip on the back edge of the mat. We're doing great, you guys. Keep it up. So remember, you've got the box on the back. You're lengthening and tractioning your neck, right? Really tractioning it. Lift the top leg and the bottom leg and bring them to the front corner. Plant your hand, but maintain the open collarbones. Keep squeezing that imaginary grapefruit. Lift the top leg, kick front, and then reach back. So 2 counts to the front, once, twice, 2 counts to the back. Kick front, front, pull your low abdominals in, and it's front, front and back, long and front, front and back, long and front, front. I really want you to push that back, right? I'm really focusing today on connecting to maybe some different places you don't think about. Think of your hamstring, think of your glute. It's all part of your core. Think of your TheraBand. Press the bottom leg into the floor. Opposition in all movements. As the heel reaches away, pull your abdominals in and up. Top leg over the bottom leg. Resist, 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 float it light. Resist, resist. Picture a leg spring. You are reaching through it, and then pull your abdominals in opposition. Keep the tailbone reaching long though, so you're not tucking the glutes. Reach, 2, 3. So stick your backside back behind you. Really important. And then you'll feel your underside waist get lighter. Yeah? up, 2, 3. It's the box of the body, first priority. And up, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, and 1. Here's the reverse, float it up, hug, 2. Now if you can put both hands behind, it's your true neck pull. Traction your head into those hands. Keep your gaze forward, hug, 2, 3. And I would say some of you are truly there now. You're ready for that challenge to work on more stability and press and use the midline and the opposition to keep you there. Woohoo! Yeah, one more. Little circles, turn the toes up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inner thigh. Lift, open the top hip, and lift and lower, lift and lower. Long neck, long side body, nice square box. Lift and lift and lift and lift. Good, big circles to the front edge of the mat. Lift to the back edge, to the front edge, lift to the back edge, to the front edge, lift to the back edge. Let's reverse to the back, front. Think of that hamstring. Where's your gaze? Abdominal strong. You know, we say the same things over and over and over, but our body needs those constant reminders, yes? All right, our big finish, our bicycle. Hand plants on this one in front. Lift the top leg, unless you want the hand behind the head. But I want you to really work on that activating of the back side. Sweep forward, keep it level with the hip. Bend the knee into the chest, pause. Did you tuck your glute under? Or are you still reaching your tailbone long? Oh, do you see how much more length? At least I felt more length through my lower lumbar. Keep that length as you bring your knee to your knee. Pull your heel to your glute. Keep pulling it in as your leg goes back, and then extend the leg long. Sweep it forward, knee to chest. Pull the knee to the knee, keep pulling the heel of the glute as you reach back and extend it long. We flow, sweep it forward, knee to chest, knee to knee, reach it back, extend it long. Sweep it forward, knee to chest, knee to knee, reach it back, extend it long. Keep pressing the bottom leg into the mat and tractioning your neck. Are you making that hamstring fire? Reverse. Pull the heel to the glute, pause. Pull it in more. Oh, pull it in more. Lengthen your side body, that's for me. Bring your knee to your knee. Keep the glutes reaching behind you as your knee comes to your chest. Extend it long. Sweep it back, heel to glute, knee to chest. It is about the box. So my hips need to stay, and they don't follow that leg when it goes forward. They've got to reach in opposition, and that's work. Here's our quad stretch on the other side. All right, so get a nice stretch on the quad. Lengthening through the knee. We'll do some good stretches at the end as well, you guys. Woo-hoo-hoo. Such good work, yes? But I remember, the side kick series is truly about the box of your body. And we get some beautiful benefit through the legs. Why do we always do the forward and back? Because that's life. We walk. It's flexion and extension. And all the others are just bonus. Lay on your back. And let's go into our teasers. Teaser Friday. Woohoo! Love teasers. We've been doing a lot from the top, so today let's start from the bottom. So, we'll play with a couple variations today. Sound fun? Of course. We'll do a little teaser 5 arms today. So curl the head and chest up. Did you guys know there were 5 different teasers? We're working on teaser 1 right now. Extend the legs out to 45, and if you need to use momentum, follow the knees out. Reach for the knees, reach for the toes. Keep those shoulders plugged and lift your back bones up. Keeping the legs there, or if you need a little help, bend your knees into your chest. Curl up, reach, lift your back bones, and then roll just to the tips of your blades. And then right back up. Teaser 1. We lower all the way back down, hug the knees in. Okay, now if that's like, Marie, that's good for me, that's golden, then you stay with that. If you want to work teaser 2 today, you try to keep the lift in your back and lower lift your legs. I'm still a work in progress, so join me if you'd like. Curl the head and chest up, extend the legs out, hug strong, reach for the knees, reach for the toes. Now work first on the lift of your back bones, then lower lift. Try not to move your back as you move your legs. Yes? This is where you love having a spine corrector. One more time. If you can, reach through your back bones to extend the arms, and then lower with control. Hug the knees in. Oh, that was fun. Yes, teaser 2. Teaser 3, everything goes 2 inches to the mat. Pretty advanced, but today we're gonna work on a little different one. When you get to teaser 5, you do the infinity sign in the arms and then later in the legs. But today we'll just do the arms. So curl yourself up and keep a bent knee for me. Take your arms to the right, up and over, and then to the left, up and around. So make an infinity sign or a figure 8, lifting your back bones. One more each direction. Now you're gonna hold the arms up. Now do it with your legs. Woo, up and around. Just think, later your arms go opposite of your legs and you make your infinity sign. And that's good. We'll keep practicing. Bring your hands down for can-can. I'm gonna face you. Let's go on the forearms. Drag the big toe knuckles just barely off the floor. Push your forearms down and lift your chest. Maybe I'll show a little side view. So you can really see that lift without popping the ribs. From here, bend both knees into the right shoulder. Go to the left, right, extend and bend. To the left, to the right, to the left, extend and bend. Lift your chest in and then really feel the deep scoop of your abdominals. It's like a porcelain bowl. It's rolling through the pelvis, but you're maintaining the shoulders. Lay on your stomach for swimming. We always love to honor the progression of teasers, hip circles, and swimming. And so let's work one more time extension today. Lengthen out. Take your right arm and your left leg. Hold it there. Level that pelvis, pull your abdominals in. Plug your shoulder blade in your back and then lift your spine more. And then come down. And then switch. Left arm, right leg. Now hear me again. Plug that shoulder blade and think of your arm spring on the Cadillac. You can even use the other hand down on the floor to help you plug in more. And then lift your chest a little higher. Do you feel the difference? So the arms are plugging in. And then change. And change. Now we're going to go to the tempo of the 100. Swim. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift your chest and gaze. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And push back. I was kicking my bookcase behind me. I couldn't move my legs. Come forward and stretch back. Woo! Breathe deeply. And then I want you to take both arms to the left side of your mat and press into your right hip. Really breathe into the armpits. Pull the abdominals in to stretch your lower back. And then we'll go the other side. If this bothers your lower back, you can stay up higher and just keep more of a straight spine. If you can bring it down, then pull your abdominals in and try to lengthen through that entire back. Okay, let's do our seal and then our front support, and then we'll do some stretches, okay? Hang in there, dive through, make your seal, hug strong, inner thighs into elbows, elbows and inner thighs. Gaze in, maintain that shape, roll back and roll up. I was gonna make you do boomerang today, but I'll save that if I have to teach back on here again, which we are gonna get you guys, keep this page, keep this Facebook page, because we are gonna make it a community page for our studio, and we're gonna still have some classes next week. So I will kind of give you a little bit more of that through the weekend. And now let's add a clap. 1, 2, 3, or maybe just 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. All right, turn over on your hands and knees to finish our strength with our front support. So we've got, again, I'm not going to collapse into my shoulder. I'm going to plug that blade into the joint and open the collarbones. Feel that. And then I'm going to plug my leg bones into my pelvis. Once you have that, stretch your heart forward, pull your abdominals in. I want to keep a long line from my head to my heel, so as you step back, my hips don't pop up. Drag the heart a little forward. Press the hands down and plug those blades in. Hold for 10. 9. Now my heels aren't hugging anymore to each other. My big toe knuckles are hugging towards each other. In other words, I mean my heels aren't touching if my feet are hip width apart and I'm not rotating them in. Bend one knee in and then the other. Now if you step your feet together, of course you can hug them into each other. So you choose hip width apart, other foot. Or I'm going to bring mine together and hug a little tighter and lengthen the heart a little bit more. Are you plugging the shoulders? And can you lift your low abdominals? Oh man, feels so good. Yes? One knee, other knee. One more time. I'm going to go back to hip width apart for my push-ups. I'm going to show an option if you want to be on your knees. You're going to lengthen, hold your plank. If you want to be on your knees, just lower the knees, lengthen your spine, and lower and lift. Keep your head on the spine. And again, 2 more. 1 more. And well done. Woo! Stretch back. And then we are going to do some stretches. So if you have that hand towel handy, we might use it in a minute. We'll just start seated. We're going to do some 90-90 for the hip. So your feet, if you had a mat in front of you, it would be about mat distance apart or maybe a little wider. Take both knees to one direction. And you're just going to open the hips up. And if you'd like, you can gently rotate and look behind you. If that's too much, just hold here. And then we're going to lift tall and rotate the other side. You can even give a little push to that hip, grounding into the bottom hip, and then feel that nice opening as you lift and open and rotate. So as I was saying, keep this Facebook page. Even though our gym is going to reopen, we are going to keep things on this site for you guys. So next week, I know Stacy wants to run another mat class, and I think Linda would like to teach, and possibly Janet. And I'm going to see how my schedule goes. But know that we're going to have more things for you. And then we're also going to just make this a community page forever. So we can post like when we're going to start new things in the studio, or if we're running a new small group, you guys will be like the first to know. And then you can always pop on here too and share things. One more time each way. So even though we're into phase 1, and we will still keep this. And then if you can't come in during right now, we honor anybody's whatever they need for their health. We want you to choose that choice. And we agree wholeheartedly that you know what's best for you, and there is no pressure from us. We want to continue to offer a few things for you. All right, so if you can't come into the studio, or if you just need a few home workouts during this time. So from here, we're going to bring one leg in. This is where, if you have a hand towel, it's kind of nice because you can kind of wrap it around the foot, and it gives you a little more leverage to lift your back towards your leg. So I'm not using that to maybe stretch my hamstring more. I might even keep my knee bent. It's kind of like monkey on the tower if you've done that. It's really about your back first into your leg, and then you can kind of use that gentle pulling to keep the shoulder blades on the back and release your head. And take some deep breaths into the body. Oh, that feels so good, yes? Relax your neck. Soften your jaw, and just keep lifting out of your back, and then drawing your blades and reaching through your spine. I'm noticing I'm getting a little bit more, a little bit more. If you're super flexy, turn your opposite ear towards your knee. Now, this is going to feel a little different. I want you to rotate your leg left and right. So you're just kind of turning that foot out to one side and then the other. You're going to feel a little more calf, and you're just going to feel that kind of movement through your leg. Yes? Woo. And then come back up. Let's do the other side. Stretching is just as important as strength, right? Pilates has 4 S's. Our first one we work on is stability. You can't get stronger or a better stretch if you're not working from a stable source. So even in our stretches, we're anchoring our hips, pulling the abdominals in for stability, and then lengthening out of the back, and then releasing. So our first S is stability. That's what we're working on. Get strong from a stable source. And then we're going to build strength, yes? Once we get stable, you can build strength, because then you can really focus on the areas that need to work, and you're not all over the place on your mat. You can really draw those abdominals in. You can hug the midline. You can make things fire. You can get the shoulder girdle on the back because you're stable. Maybe turn the head if you can get a little more. Keep breathing. So we have stability first, then strength, and then we're going to maybe build some stretch in the body, right? But we have to have a stable source to build stretch, because it's always about opposition. So right now, as you keep that sit bone grounded, could you push your heel maybe a little more, and then rotate your foot side to side? And then the last one we build is stamina. They can be a little interchange too. And that's where, you know, like we do the series of 5 with no breaks. We keep the head up the whole time. We work on our mat with, you know, transitions flowing from one to the other. So
just know that those S's you are working in Pilates is great. Another place you can use the towel, we're gonna do both legs now. And I want you to think monkey. I'm gonna start, I'll show a side view, with bent knees. And then I want you to flex the feet at first. Lift the stomach to the thighs, the chest to the knees, and start to lengthen the forehead to the shins. And then I want you to point and flex. Even in monkey we do that. When you reach through, you'll feel more in your back. One more time. So when you reach through those ankles, lengthen your back, and then keep that length as you flex your feet. Now try to walk your sit bones back a little bit and see if you can stretch your back a little more. Take 3 deep breaths. Keep breathing. Try to fill your back ribs with air. Really exhale. One more time. All right, we're gonna go back to the front and do one more wide straddle with the towel. So now you're gonna rotate at the waist without losing your hip. Think of your saw. You're gonna wrap that foot again. I love the little towel because then I can get a little more length through my back. Keep that hip and don't let this knee turn in. I could see mine wanted to do it right away. My body's showing you what not to do. Keep the hip, rotate gently, and then just see, it might be this far. You might want to bend the knee, or you might be able to reach fully. You can turn the air if you are able to. And then I want you to rotate that leg again. Turn the foot left and right, and just kind of like a windshield wiper. And you'll feel that through your calf, all the way up into your hip. And then roll up. One more side. Again, maintain hip. Maintain this leg. It doesn't get to roll in. And then lasso your foot. Lengthen your back. Maybe keep the knee a little bent. And then we release. Stretching is not easy. So I have to think, okay, draw the shoulders on my back. Pull the abdominals in. Breathe. Lengthen the back of my neck. I am doing just as much cueing in my head when I stretch than I am when I'm working as hard as I am. Because our bodies tend to go into like familiar habits of things that aren't great for it. And so when we stretch, we have to still cue that body to maintain what we need it to do in the stretch. So now we're just going to cross the legs and finish with a little stretch here. So we breathe up. Take one hand gently, arm and ear, and stretch. And then the other side. Sorry, my battery is getting low, but I'm hoping we're still going. Yep. And then the other side. Lift and stretch. It's almost like a seated mermaid. One more time. Grow tall and stretch. Opening the armpit. Last time on the other side. Now we press one arm away, and then I'm just going to have you go a little farther in that stretch. Anchoring your left hip, grow tall, and then go a little farther in that stretch. Well, final one will be our head to the ear. We're going to press away, opening the chest, and the other side. And that concludes our class today, you guys. Thank you for all your time. So know that later this afternoon, Janet and I are going to be in the studio. We've been cleaning and spacing and doing all kinds of things to prepare as the clubs are now open. And if people want to come into our studio next week, just contact your trainer or contact me if you can't get a hold of your trainer. And we'll show you a little video. We've set it apart so you can be in there for a private, or we'll probably only do duets right now. And if we're working it out. We might start small groups later with 6 feet apart with everybody. We're just working through all the logistics. The club's been cleaned head to toe, you guys. For weeks they've been working on it. So it feels very clean to me, but everybody needs to make the choice that's best for them. So what we're going to do is continue some classes on here next week. And so we'll have a couple classes for you. We'll keep touching base on this Facebook. And I might just pop in to give you guys a mat class because I love it. I love teaching from home in a different way, just getting on here and moving with you. So keep checking in and we will have more for you. Janet's gonna do her book report this afternoon as well. And I'd love to hear your comments. Hope you're all doing well. See you soon.